Hello guys, MGH here and welcome to the first episode of Season 2 of my Road to Recovery with Rangers. I'm absolutely... Well, actually no, I'm not buzzing. I'm really tired. I had a really amazing sleep. Like literally I got up at 12 today, which is the first time I've done that in a long time. But I'm feeling good and just a bit sloppy, a little bit slow. But I thought I really want to get one of these out because I'm out this afternoon. And I want you guys to see what I'm doing in this episode here because it's a pretty cool episode. It's going to be completely about transfers, getting the team ready for the season. I mean, you can see here, I'm just clearing up the squad, going through all of the old players. I set the filter to age and then put them at the top. You can see I've got a lot of over 30s and the late 20s as well. And I transfer listed 2 defenders, Crybaby and Guyan, I think that his name is. 2 defenders that I really won't use, but they're just taking up wages, you know. And if I want to bring in players, I need to have a nice amount of wage left over. So I've got 2.9 million and 15,000 per week, which really, you know, like I said in the last episode, it's not very high. I had more to start off with in League One. So I decided to go ahead and check the free agents panel first. And you can see Basim Ali, we've looked at him before, and Ballon there. They've both improved a little bit, nothing too amazing. I think they're probably just that little bit too old. They won't offer too much potential. But then I found this dude, Daniel King, 18 years old, 6'2", plays in the cam position, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He's worth 1.2 million. I can get him for 1,750. Now that is such a deal. So I'm going to go ahead and just straight away approach the sign. Bollocks to all of the other signings. This guy, even if he doesn't turn out to be that good for me, I'll be able to sell this dude and make a nice profit. So I go ahead and offer him 1,250 because I know that free agents just want to play for a club. They want to play for a team. They'll pretty much accept anything. So I offered him a lot less than he was asking for thinking that he might actually just go ahead with it. And here you can see we've got Romagnoli and Emre Can still in my shortlist. I won't be going for Romagnoli, but I was thinking, you know what, Emre Can will pretty much complete my midfield. You know, we've got Horn on the right, my youth squad player that I got. We've got, who have we got on the left? We've got Templeton on the left. We've got Apelt in the middle. We've got Vilena in that cam position just behind the strikers. So all I'm looking for is just that other player to go next to Gabriel Apelt. And Emre Can absolutely fits that. So the first offer is 1.2 million plus the defender that I've shortlisted. And yeah, straight away we get a no. And it's going to be like that for a long time, guys. Let me just give that away right now. Emre Can is so difficult to sign. And I make countless counter offers, you know, with different players, more money, less money, different squad roles. And then, yeah, it proves to be quite difficult. And you're going to see that throughout the episode. I mean, you can see I'm scrolling up through the squad list here. There aren't many players that I really want to get rid of, or many players that are even worth enough. You know, Emre Can, they want at least 2 million. My chief executive says offer 2.8 to 3.2, which is absolute no way am I going to do that. But Daniel King, the guy with 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot from the free agents, has come back saying he wants the full money. So I thought, fair enough. You know, he's a young dude. He wants his money, as everyone does these days. But I offered him slightly less, not as less as before, but this time 1,500 for 4 years. And I thought, you know what, that's pretty nice. But he said no. He wants 1,750. So I'm just going to give him what he wants. Make sure he's a squad rotational player because he will not be in the first team as often as the other players. Because obviously we've got Vilena that plays in his position. I could probably use King as a defensive midfielder. You know, he's quite tall, quite strong, but his tackling stats probably aren't too good. But you can see here, again, struggling to sign Emre Can. He kept declining everything. And, well, what can I say? I don't have enough money just to straight up buy him. But I'd really love to negotiate a deal, maybe give them a player. And they can see we finally get Daniel King there. We accept the deal. 18 years old and 66 overall. He's got some great potential. And here, look at my bench. We've got Daniel King, Hutton and Azog. That is not too bad, you know. I'm still looking to improve my strikers bench. Or my bench with the strikers, I should say. Maybe bringing in another player that's got really nice potential as a striker. And once again, Emre Can, what are you doing, mate? He doesn't want to join Rangers. He's not even getting first team football at Bayern Munich at the moment. He's 19 and 70 overall. He'd never get into that first team. His current squad role there is a future first team player. So that's the only reason Bayern would probably hold out. I'm sure if I can get through to the contract stage, I might be able to get Emre Can. And as soon as I say that, look at that. 8,000 per week I'm offering. And we offered him, I think it was 6,000 first because I just didn't have enough money. And again, they just kept rejecting. He didn't want to move or it wasn't enough money. A bit of both, really. And every time I got a new offer in, I was just bumping up certain things. So in this one, it was just bumping up the bonus goals, the percentage that you pay when they score. So I was going to give him 10% per goal. But again, he declined. So now we're going to go for 9,000 with the same things below, except from the squad role. I didn't want to set one, but he didn't accept it. So this time it's the same offer, but with important first team player, because that's what he would be. So we'll find out how he reacts to that soon. And look at that, we beat Lazio 2-1 in a friendly. Absolutely fantastic. Like, that is so encouraging for the season. I'm going to be playing teams that are probably worse than Lazio, and I've already won 2-1 in a simmed match. It was a friendly, so yeah. But Emre Can, again, he reviewed my contract and decided to not sign it. But it's not all the end of the world, because we're actually going to go ahead and sell Guyan. I don't know how to say his name. But we're going to get some nice money for that. 425,000. He's worth 25,000 more than that, but I didn't want to toy around with it because he's going to free up some wages, and that means we'll be able to use them on Emre Can as soon as I can. We also get an offer for Crybaby. The reason I called him Crybaby, guys, is because literally in the first 3 weeks of playing with Rangers, he was already saying, "Why aren't you playing me? I'm like the best in the squad." And ever since then, I've called him Crybaby, which is similar to his name. And then we get another friendly here, and I simmed it away, and we beat them 3-1. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that name, but again, a really nice result, and it's just encouraging. You know, no, we're going to go into the second season, and be able to compete. But Emre Can decided to turn it down again, and I'm really stretching the budget now. We have freed up a bit of cash from selling the two defenders, Crybaby and the other guy, and so I've got a bit more money to play around now with. We've got him up to 11,000. You'd think he'd accept that, right? Well, we'll soon find out. We've got another sim match here, another friendly. We draw this one 1-1, no injuries though, which is always good to see. And at this point, I was thinking, you know what, Emre Can's probably going to be too difficult to get. So let's get Guano instead, because my defence, although it's very strong, I could still use another defender. We could put Perry and 4 on the bench and use Guano, Eduardo and Wallace as my 3 defenders in my 3-5-2 formation. So I went ahead and tried to sign Guano straight off the bat, because obviously last season he really impressed me, but he was only on loan, so I knew I had to repurchase him next season, and that's what we're going to go ahead and do here. But they did reject the first offer. It wasn't enough money, and he's a crucial first team player at their team. You can see it in the bottom left, his current contract, and they're really looking to hold on to him because he's valuable. You know, if he's a first team player, a crucial first team player, it's always going to be more difficult to get them from the club. So I was in a bad situation here. It was pretty much him or Emre Can, so I kind of focused on Guano for a bit. We come up in a match against the Capital One Cup, in the Capital One Cup, I should say, against Southend. The reason I'm simming that match is because I felt comfortable that we beat them, and also I'm going to be focusing on the league and the FA Cup. The Capital One Cup I'm just not too bothered about. I know a lot of people aren't either, but we actually did go through that on penalties, which was pretty cool. But they said they'd accept 1.9 million roughly, 1,925,000, which was, you know, I could afford it, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to just go ahead and pay that. Let's see if we can get a deal going here. So I went for 1.5 plus Kim Ki-hee, and they obviously want 1.9 plus Kim Ki-hee, because they didn't say they didn't want the player, and there you can see again, 1.9 million, they really want it. So I was tempted just to go ahead and just do it, but then I thought, no, I reckon I can get a deal out of him again. Let's knock off 100,000. This was my last chance, really, to sign him for a cheaper deal. And we get a job contract offer for the Finland international team, and I decided that we're not going to go with that either. But guys, it's going to be a cliffhanger. Will we sign Emre Can? Will we sign Guano? You'll have to find out in the next episode. But thank you for watching this, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like rating. It really does help the channel grow. And yeah, find out what happens next. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Oh, and guys, sorry, I forgot to mention this in the video. Thank you very much for voting yesterday between doing another season with Arsenal, just a one-off, or carrying on with Rangers. But the clear winner was really just to carry on with Rangers, get the series going, get in the Premiership. So I will probably return to Arsenal after this series is done. But thank you for voting. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.